we have to be willing to help people, and you don't know who you're encouraging. You going to this pop-up shop, or you going to be a part of this Black Expo or Expo in general, or going to a market, is encouraging to the next person who's like, man, I don't think I can do that. You can. You want to know how to do it? Call me. You want to know how to do it? Send me a message. I'll tell you. You want to know which Facebook groups I'm in? Here you go. Like, the resources are free, but so many people are scared to share them. That's not fair. So anything I learned on my way and on my journey, I am giving it away for free. For free. I want everyone to win. There's no reason that you can't win.
Well, there is a reason. And there's only one reason, is you won't try.
Yep. You yourself.
That's why two reasons. You either don't try or you give up once you start trying.
Mm-hmm.
Those two reasons, those are the two things that will stop everybody from winning.
I agree.
Not being too afraid to start and then giving up once it gets a little hard.
People give up too often, and people let other people. When I used to go to church, real heavy. I used to go all the time. I mean, just church, which is great. Nothing's wrong with that. They used to always say, eat the meat and spit out the bone. So some things that you're going to hear isn't going to always match with what your thought process. But if something that you got from that was a message, you take that piece of message, throw away everything else, but you take what was given to you that resonated with you. I try and tell people that all the time. Somebody told me, you need to add on more stuff to your company. You running my books? Like, let's be honest. Like, you can't always take people's opinion to heart. Yes, they can have them. That's fine. But are you running the books? Do you know what I'm bringing in? Do you know my revenue? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know the extent of what I'm doing? Would I rather bring on more product, or would I rather make a name for who I am and my business first? And then as money starts to flow, because that's the goal, right? Flow, money flowing. There's no point in having a ton of different products and no one buying them. What sense does that make?
Right.
So my picture, people look at the small picture. You have to look at the big picture. Stop looking at what you can see and look at what you can't see.
Definitely.
Because people will help you fail.
All the time. Every day.
They don't mean it. You just got to know better. They don't mean it. They don't know. You're unconsciously speaking. You're speaking from a place of not knowing. You don't know what I do. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know how I'm getting to where I'm going. But you're offering your opinion unsolicited. And now, and then some people will take that stuff to heart. And next thing you know, they didn't quit, or they've given up, or they've decided to add more products. And now they're like, oh, I need to get rid of all this stuff. And I'm like, why did you buy it? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm very harsh. I have so many questions.
I'm laughing because of all the people who have told me what to add to my business and what to take away, what to add to my website and what to take away.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that I've done have led to me being able to keep this business open.
Yeah.
And employ 4 or 5 people at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, everybody will have opinions, but you need to have your own discernment to what you need to keep it going.
And make a business plan for yourself. If you don't do it for nobody else, do it for yourself. You have to narrow down your plans. Stop saying, I'm gonna, this is my plan. Stop that. That's too much. It's everywhere. I can't follow you. What you do? What? Give me what you got going on in the next 3 to 6 months. Tell me what your goal is, so I can help you align. I can't. When you're all over the place, I can't help you. I'm not saying that that's my goal, but just in general, when you're speaking things out into the world, people want to actually help you. So when you say, my goal is to get a bank account, but then you say, well, my goal is to put all my money in Cash App. Well, which one is it? I can't. Okay, I can give you some bank recommendations, but I can't give you, now why you want to do Cash App, why that makes sense to you. You really have to have people that you can talk to, like you said. And you can't always talk to everybody. And that's very hard. But networking. You will eventually come across someone who got their stuff together, honey. And you be like, can I get a notepad and come sit with you for lunch? Mm-hmm. Business meetings mean something, y'all.
But only if you make them mean something. Don't just go to lunch.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. Come with a notepad.
The important thing that you said is, I see something and I'm willing to ask questions. But you're also willing to answer questions.
Absolutely.
And that's the problem. There are a lot of people who are willing to ask questions but don't want to answer them. I got help, but now I'm not going to help the next person. Mm-hmm. That's frustrating because I've seen it. I've definitely seen it. And that's why when anybody asks me anything, what do you need? Let's work on it. Let's work on it. Because I've had that to where people are like, I got the help now. I got it, but you need to figure it out on your own.
Yeah. You know, that's sad. It's a sad situation when they do that, but you're going to come across it. Either way it goes, you're going to come across people who aren't willing to help you, or people who spin you. That's the most annoying part of running a business. The people that spin you, they'll be like, oh, give me your information. I'm going to call you tomorrow. And they never call you. And you're like, I was really into this. I really wanted to hear about this. I really want to know more. You just move on. You just take it as it's not even an L. It's not a loss, because they may have not even been giving you the correct information to begin with. Just take it as a learning lesson. Just put them on ice. Keep their number depending on what they're doing. You never know. You might need to pass their information along if they're worth that. But you definitely want to still keep lines of communication open with people, even when they disappoint you.
Not to mention, when they reach back out, your price will have gone up.
Okay. Yesterday's price is not the same price as today, honey.
It's not. So I want to speak on something, because this is something you called me, you was excited about, the last pop-up you did. Yes. As a matter of fact, we're going to have her on the show sometime soon, within the next week or two. Talk a little bit about that, and then I want you to roll over into your next business idea, because you were there, that we've talked about. I'm going to let you introduce, but say, because I want people to hear, I'm doing my job, I'm my own brand. People are looking at me and saying, okay, I want to connect with that because of my brand. And then people are saying, well, I like this. How do you do this? And show how that rolled over into your business, your next business. Right. Getting ready to start.
Well, I did a pop-up shop this weekend at a great mall. It was a pop-up shop inside of a pop-up shop. So it was a store that this individual had. Well, I'm not gonna call her individual. Her name is Stacy. She had rented out for the month, and she was renting shelf space for different vendors. You can rent your space and sell your products for how much you want to sell them for. Cash App, Zelle, however you guys had that set up. And then they had where you can come and set up a table as well. That's what I did. I set up my own table and sold my own products there for a day, which was amazing. Of course, you pay a fee, but it was worth it. It was worth the networking that I got to do. It was worth the people that I got to meet. I met new people, new customers. And then, what's also funny? A lot of people who came into that store, and it was a diverse crowd. They were so interested in what this young lady was doing, because they don't see that. They haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I thought that this was an amazing adventure that she's doing. Renting out a store to put other businesses inside of it to make money. That is amazing to me. It's like she's running her own thrift store, but you have your own. It's not even thrift. I wouldn't even call it thrift. I would say it's like a mall inside of a store. You got 7 different stores inside of one. How amazing is that? And then majority of them were all Black. So that's a Black owned, and she's Black. So it's Black owned business, which is amazing. I think that what she's doing and the potential that her company has to do such amazing things going forward is phenomenal, guys. Take someone who just sees a vision and goes for it. You can't do anything but applaud them, because how many people are doing that? If we all thought that we can go out here and just rent a mall space and say, come in here, and you put your stuff here, you put your stuff here, we finna all make money together. No, I don't see that quite often. And I think it's going to become a very nice trend coming up. I told her, I said, there are going to be so many people copying off you, girl. But I said, there's only going to be one you. And I think her company name is Set, if I'm not mistaken. But she is doing her thing, guys. She's marketing. She's constantly on the, I'm in a Facebook group with her. She's constantly on a Facebook group posting. And she posts more than me. And I'm like, whew, girl, I need to be more like you. I mean, she is on it. That is amazing. I love to see it. I wish her nothing but more success coming up. All her pop-ups, even she's trying to get in another mall. She already has a contract to come back to the mall that she was just at, which was in Lombard, Illinois. She has another contract to come back there in October. Like, she's about her business. I love to see it. And I can't wait to see what other things she has. And she just started doing this. This is new to her. So if this is new and you're already making this type of headway and have people talking and coming from, she had someone there from Rockford. They drove from Rockford to Lombard. And I want to say that's maybe an hour and a little change drive.
Easy.
Yeah. So if you have people that's willing to travel that far, imagine how many more people who are willing to travel to become a part of something so grand and so unique that she's doing. She's going to be great. And the pop-up shop itself is amazing. And you also asked me about the people that were there. Well, what I do is I decorate my table by themes. Right now I'm in my fall theme, which is great. I love fall. So I decorated my table in fall and everyone's like, oh, this is great. You should do this as a second stream of income. You know, you should be a big part of decorating tables. So I am going to begin doing that for people who are interested. You know, of course, there'll be a fee. It's not free. Nothing's free. But we definitely will talk about like a budget and what you want. And an everyday theme is fine. It doesn't have to be themes like me. I like to go with Christmas themes and, you know, spring and Valentine. You don't have to do all of those. It's just like if you want like a business presentation for if you do a lot of pop-ups, I would be willing to help you set that up.